The clock on my phone glowed 3:17 a.m. when the screen lit up, startling me from a half-sleep. It was a call from my friend Rohan. My heart immediately thudded with a premonition. Rohan never called this late. "She's gone." His voice, raw and broken, was barely a whisper on the other end. "My mother. She passed away." My breath hitched. Mrs. Sharma, kind, bustling, always ready with a cup of chai and a warm smile. It couldn't be. My mind, still foggy with sleep, grappled for logic. A heart attack, surely? Or just old age? Something peaceful, natural. That's what we all told ourselves in those first frantic minutes, trying to wrap our minds around the impossible. The drive to their house was a blur of streetlights and silent prayers. When I stepped out of the car, the silence of their street was heavy, suffocating. Neighbors huddled in hushed groups, their faces etched with sorrow. The air itself felt thick with unshed tears. Inside, the living room, usually vibrant with laughter and the scent of spices, was dim, heavy with grief. And there she was, Mrs. Sharma. She lay on the sofa, covered in a simple white sheet. The vibrant sari she wore yesterday, the one with the deep blue border, was gone. Her 5'7" frame, once so animated, so full of life and a welcoming embrace, was now tragically still, wrapped tightly, almost like a meticulously folded, lifeless pillow. Her face, though covered, felt unnervingly absent. I walked closer, my feet heavy, each step a protest against the reality unfolding before me. Someone, a distant aunt perhaps, put a comforting hand on my shoulder. "What happened?" I managed to ask, my voice a dry croak. The answer, delivered in a low, pained murmur, shattered any remaining illusion of peace. She was crossing the railway tracks. Near the old bridge. Got hit by a train. I froze. The words hung in the air, grotesque and unimaginable. Railway tracks. The very place where the rumbling behemoths of steel tore through the quiet evening, a place we were always warned to avoid. Just yesterday, my mind replayed it in agonizing detail. Yesterday, in the late afternoon, I'd stopped by their house to drop off some books for Rohan. Mrs. Sharma was in the kitchen, humming an old Bollywood tune, kneading dough for roti. She had looked up, flour dusting her cheek, and offered me a glass of fresh lemonade. "Ara, come in, beta. Don't stand outside like a stranger." She chided gently, her eyes crinkling at the corners. She had smiled, a wide, genuine smile that reached her eyes, reflecting the warmth of her spirit. We had laughed about something trivial. A stray cat, a funny story Rohan had told. She was breathing, talking, living, so utterly present and tangible. And now, in a single, horrifying moment, she was gone. Not ill, not fading, but abruptly, violently, irrevocably extinguished. The world around me seemed to spin, then snap into unsettling focus. People drifted in and out, their voices a muffled drone. They offered condolences, their eyes moist for a minute or two. Then they moved on, their grief a passing cloud. But I was stuck, shaken to my core. The image of her on the sofa, then juxtaposed with the imagined horror of the tracks, was a loop I couldn't break. How could a life so vibrant just vanish in a heartbeat? Life, I realized, with a chilling clarity, is terrifyingly fragile. We fight over petty slights, cling to pointless lies, harbor grudges, as if we have an eternity to reconcile. We plan for decades ahead, assuming a limitless horizon. But we don't have forever. Please, I silently pleaded to the universe, to anyone who might hear. Be kind. Let go of the nonsense that holds you back. and ill. Hug them tight, inhale their scent, feel their warmth. Because in a world where a smiling face can become a silent memory in an instant, you never know which moment will be the last.